Hey, what's good, y'all? It's your boy DJ Fanatic at soundsforproducers.com. Welcome to another episode. This is FL Studio for beginners. If you're not a beginner, it's all good. Maybe you find some stuff in here that could be a refresher, maybe some stuff that you didn't know. But anyway, check it out. All right, what's good, FL gang? We in here. So anyway, this is FL Studio for beginners. I was going to go over some of the features up here at the top and the default status bar up here where all these buttons up here. I didn't go over those in the other video. If you haven't seen the other video, make sure you backtrack and look at that. I broke down the playlist window, patterns, the mixer, and channel rack. So I broke down a lot of things that are in there. And this is for people that are kind of new to FL Studio. I know a lot of this can be overwhelming when you're staring at the program, and it can get kind of confusing sometimes. And then you don't even want to make music because it looks that crazy. It doesn't look crazy once you start using certain things, and you know, it's natural human behavior. Like things that we don't know or not aware of, we fear automatically. So don't fear it. Hopefully you paid for it and you're able to utilize it to its fullest, because I know I do. But notice it's a new channel, so please hit the sub button as well as the bell so you can see all the new videos that we have coming up, and also the producer tips, beat making videos, and pretty much everything that I can think of, that we can think of in FL Studio. So check it out. All right, so let's go from, you want to go left to right or right to left? I don't know. And also, if I say something really funny here, just give it a thumbs up. All right, so let's start from the right. From the right here, if you click on this launch content library, this button right here actually takes you to the ImageLine website, and it shows you a lot of different sounds that you can buy from them. I never clicked on it, but I forgot that you can do that. So this right here, as you can see, if you look up into the left, this is called the hint panel. If you hover over anything, usually it tells you what it is, but you know, I don't mind going through a few things. So you hover over this question mark, it's the help / about. Basically, it brings up the whole menu of ImageLine, which is extensive. A lot of things that I was wondering how to do certain things, you know, more complex stuff, and I found it, you know, very useful, and it's well laid out. There's an index, you can type in what you want, search function, all that type of stuff. So it's very intuitive. This little area, they have online content and events. You can click that and look at it. Let's try that. See, these are by date, and I remember it. Look, FL Studio 12.9 beta, and then it went from 11 or 12 or 20. And that's kind of cool. And then I remember I had to get this update for the Akai Fire. But and you know, you got contests and stuff. So anyway, this right here is one-click audio recording, which I never use, but it might be really cool. So I might try that sometime. This is the open new audio editor, which is Edison. So if you click on it, it opens up Edison. This is Edison. You can load samples into it. You can do a lot of powerful stuff in Edison with any piece of audio you can think of. And this is a very powerful tool that you can get to. You can also get to them by you know, right clicking audio or whatever in the channel rack. Get to the Edison, excuse me. And this is actually, I forgot, because I'm so used to the shortcut Control Z or Alt Control Z to do multiple undos. But this is the undo history. So notice if you click on it, left click, it does nothing. It undoes the whatever last thing you done, and you click on it again, it redoes it. And if you right click on it, if you notice, it gives you a history and the browser window of different things that you did. So then you can, you know, go through the history and delete certain things that you did if you totally screwed up. This next area here is a little window. This is powerful. Memory usage. That right there lets you know how much memory you're using based on your laptop's processing power. I've been through a lot of laptops. I started on an HP for FL Studio, and now I'm rocking with the Asus ROG Strix, and it's maxed out like crazy. I mean, just insane specs. But it wasn't cheap, so I'm thankful for this laptop that I'm able to produce this much music, and also other things that I do musically, and provide videos for you. So this right here tells you how much you're using, and this also, the CPU panel, it tells you pretty much how much processing you're using. If you have a, like a Pentium, I think they're up to the i10 now, maybe. But if you have like a Intel, I said Pentium. If you have an Intel like i3 or i5, it's good to close other programs. That way you can utilize, heavy processing plugins and stuff like that. So this area right here is the CPU load history. There's like a little display that shows you, you know what I'm talking about, when you have all types of plugins in and you see it's all red. This is for those that know about FL Studio and you're on a budget about a laptop. When this is raising all the way up, it starts going haywire, and sometimes the program will just shut down. So this tells you how much processing that you're using in this little CPU load. This area is a peak meter. It's the master, which is connected to this. Was the peak meter, and this is the monitor master. Yep. So notice if I hit play here, I just made a random pattern here. Actually, that pattern is from one of our packs. I'm not sure which one, but it's the MIDI from one of our packs. So if I hit play, something. Notice how it went up in dB level, and also there's waveforms here. So it's based on, pattern and song, whatever you have selected and how much stuff you have in there. This area right here, obviously, it tells you the time of the song. If you left click it, it'll tell you the beats and bars or whatever. I like to keep it on minutes, seconds, and what's CS? Because I know them as microseconds, but anyway, put that in the comments for me if you feel it. So this next thing here is the loop recording. That's when you want to, you're doing like overdubs or whatever, or you want to just keep recording automatically based on a certain selection in the playlist window. It has loop recording. This right here is the blend recording, basically overdub, what I was saying, where you can overdub where you went, where you recorded. I could demonstrate, but I don't want to make the video too long. Actually, I did that in another video. So this right here is the countdown before recording. I usually keep that engaged. If you right click on it, you can change the duration of the pre-count to 2 bars. I keep it on 1. It's cool. You can wait for input to start playing. Some people use this technique to record. Basically, as soon as you play something, it starts recording. And I know a lot of producers that use that feature. I don't. I like a count in, so that way I know where I'm at, and I can kind of just get ready. And maybe because I was in marching bands and orchestras and choirs, and I'm used to accounting. So anyway, this here is the metronome. So notice as I play, that is your ticking time bomb. Now, that's your basically to help you stay on beat, and also it's the rhythm, it's the heartbeat of the beat. Basically, it lets you know your timing and lets you know your tempo, and you can actually right click on it and change it to a tick, a bell, a cowbell, whatever. And you notice the first tick is actually accented. 1, 2. So that way you can stay on beat, and also you can I'm not gonna jump ahead. So this is your tempo of the song. You can use a scroll wheel and just change it, or you can right click and use some of the templates here. You can do half speed. You can actually just type it in. You can copy the tempo. You can actually create an automation clip of the tempo and have it change over time. You can do a lot of cool things with the tempo. Don't know what set is. Let's see what set is. Oh, it has a knob. Actually, what's 26 to? Not sure what that is. So I never use that. Here is the recording automation score. So basically, click that button. It'll give you some other options on what you want to record. You have audio into Edison, which we showed you earlier, audio into playlists as an audio clip, which is this big window here. Notes and automation, which are these based on whatever you play. Record everything. You can record everything, and you can ask it not to show that in the future. I do like to keep this open because certain things I would like to record and certain things I don't. So you can disengage that. This is the stop button. This is the play button. This is pattern, this is a pattern here. You can select if you want to just play one pattern or you want to play all the patterns that are in the song. And this is just an example, so there's not other patterns in the song. Okay, so moving to here is the close it, here is to maximize, and here's the minimize. Typical for Windows users, and also Mac just has the different colors. I don't know if they still do actually, because I haven't used I use a Mac for DJing, and FL Studio is compatible in Mac now finally. So moving on to these other icons, this is the launch content. I showed you that. This is a view touch controller, so if you click it, you got your touchpads here, and you can kind of do, let's check these out. I'm pretty sure you can connect this, and notice there's notes here, G sharp, A sharp. It's in chromatic order, and I think you can actually route that to like a MPK or whatever, or MPD, whatever type of hardware you want to use. Let's see, this is the tempo tapper. You can set the tempo based by whatever tempo you want. Wait. And after a couple beeps or clicks or whatever, it'll map the tempo based on whatever is in your head. So like that. And this is the open plugin picker. I showed you this in the last video. I hit it on accident. But anyway, left click. And you got to show. This is all the plugins that you have installed, and it breaks it down by category as well down here, which I love. I love this feature. That's awesome. This is the open project plugin picker. So let me see what this is. Oh, okay. So it opens whatever plugins you use, and it has the patterns that you had, and it plays it while you hover over it. That's actually pretty cool. Never used that before. And also, if you have a scroll wheel on your mouse, click it. Wait, I've done it before. Anyway, I don't mess this up. You can actually click it sometimes, and it'll open up I think it opens it up in a certain window. I did it on accident. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. So moving along, this is the browser, view browser plugin picker. I don't know why I keep saying oh, yeah, you can still choose plugins with it. So you click on that. A lot of your sounds are here. So you have your categories. I went over this in the last video, but this is the history. This is the type of plugins you can choose. And this is where you keep most of your FL Studio sounds. And here's all the sounds for producers at the moment. There's some that I haven't even routed to FL Studio yet. Actually, probably 3 times as much. But all these that you see are actually available at the site that you see on this video. And they're on sale now. I'm not sure how long, but grab them while you can at that price. So anyway, that's the browser. And here's the mixer. You can get to the mixer by clicking that. Click it again. It's gone. Here's a channel rack. That's what this button's for. This is the piano roll. And you click it again, take it off. This is the playlist window. If you click it again, it goes off. And this here is the pattern. If you hit the little plus, actually, that's cool. I forgot you can do that. If you hit the little plus button, you're creating another pattern, which is another melody, and you can do it with another sound. And of course, you have this area here that keeps track of that. What else? New pattern. This is pattern options, and you just have tons of different things that you can do. You can transpose, you can clone a pattern, you know, it can split by channel, quick render as audio clip. Actually, I forgot that was in this drop down. So yeah, this is the edit step. Basically, whatever you choose here is based on the playing input of you recording. Let's say you got something pretty simple like this. Maybe you want to do step or half step. Basically, the more intricate you get, the smaller the step you want to do. And then you can do none if you want. You want to like no quantizing, no anything, you know, you can do none. And snap to grid helping cells or snap to grid helping lines. So you have some options there. Snap to panel. Basically, you can disengage it by clicking it and then click it again and turn it on. This is the multi-link to controllers. You click that, you can pretty much route certain parameters on hardware and software, I believe. Yes, and software. This is the enable note clip groups. Forgot what that is. Enable note clip groups. My bad. Forgot what that was. I haven't used that feature. It's always highlighted. I can look it up or whatever. If you know it, please put it in the comments. You know, help the other producers out. Or I'll look it up and put it in there. The next thing is step editing mode. Which I never use. This actually scroll to reach time markers. This actually, when you engage it, it moves the screen as it plays when it goes out of the window, which is cool, but I think it takes processing power as well. I rarely use it. So this is the keyboard. You can actually, this is your typing keyboard. Clicking that actually engages you to be able to play notes. Wow, that's pretty dope. On your actual keyboard, not your piano keyboard, but your actual typing keyboard on your laptop. And you can actually right click and change the bass note to make it lower. Anyway, I don't want to get lost in the sauce. So, and this here is the song position. You move that, you can go anywhere in the song really fast. This is the master pitch. I rarely change that, but you can do some cool stuff. You can actually create an automation clip and change the master pitch of a song. And you can use it in creative ways. This is the master volume. I rarely change that. If I don't know, you want to get to the volume really fast, you can do that as well. I wonder if let me copy that, copy value, and I bring it down, right? Let me see what I bring it down to. Let's say 71. Let's go to the mixer. No, I was wondering if the master volume was connected to the master track, but I believe it's just a master volume of the wow, you can turn it beyond what it was. So you can actually turn it beyond 100%, and it's not routed to the master track on the mixer. It's actually probably the program's master volume. So we're not going to go over these features. Maybe we'll do it in another video, and also maybe these icons here. There's tons of stuff in each of these, but I don't want to go too far. And you know, this is the standard panel. You can always right click and change it to like compact or whatever, or like, what is it, single line. You can just get real clean. It's a preference. I don't remember those always being there, but I keep it on the default, I think. Yes, default 12. So anyway, there you go for FL Studio beginners. Don't get overwhelmed. You know, hopefully this video helped you out with some of the icons that you see up there. For my veteran producers, maybe you saw something that you never use and you're able to utilize it, or, you know, it's good to know that, you know, having a refresher, because, you know, sometimes you can overlook things and you think you might know something, but you don't. That's called that glass half full, where you don't know that you're half empty. Don't want to get too philosophical in this video, but I'll make sure I put the free loop pack, the Cayenne loop pack, in this description. Shout out to all the producers that are getting that. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to hear what you guys are doing with it, and gals. And also, if you like the video, please hit the sub button, subscribe, hit the bell as well, so you can see the videos coming up, and also some dope producer tips we got coming. And also, there's one more thing. Give it a thumbs up. All right, keep making dope music. Peace. Sounds for producers.